So Team Liquid lost again yesterday in the World Swiss stage, dropping to 0-2 against Weibo Gaming. I think the primary reason they lost this game was because they just constructed an utterly degenerate draft, saying that we have to win the game before 20 minutes and have no chance after that. The reason the game was so close still was because Weibo's comp was very similar actually, focusing on mid-game teamfights and falling off very hard in the later stages of the game, so that created very even footing for the teams entering the game, but Weibo was able to hand stiff and not throw the game on multiple occasions, so they came out with a win. Team Liquid first picked Lucian. Obviously this is setting up for the Lucian-Nami combination that we've seen so many times over the past few years. It's terrible, it doesn't work. It's picked to be strong in lane phase, but it doesn't actually win most lanes. And it doesn't scale particularly well. It has a really strong spike around 1 to 2 items when Nami gets her Imperial Mandate, but it's just not that hyper-scaling DPS ADC that you want to see, especially since this Lucian variant does not do damage to tanks. And with a Skarner lock-in for Weibo on a first rotation, the Lucian's already going to struggle to play this game. Also, with a Renata lock-in to round out first phase for Weibo, Lucian is also going to struggle because he's very short-ranged and has to dash forward to be able to DPS. So this means that the Renata ult is going to get a lot of value, considering Sejuani is also melee, and TL is going to continue to pick champions that have to funnel into the Renata ult, giving that champion even more value. The Kalista Renata is obviously just a strong lane combination, stronger than Lucian Nami I would say, and it also scales better because Renata is just a higher value champion than Nami. Weibo also have the advantage in jungle. Skarner's just a flat out better champion than Sejuani is. And with the current Grasp plus Heartsteel combination for Skarner in the jungle, he's going to be a much higher value frontline than Sejuani is. He has better CC, he has better damage, he has better HP scaling, and better tankiness in general. He's just a more valuable champion than the Sejuani. So through the first phase, Weibo is very, very ahead. Team Liquid has put all of their eggs in the Lucian Nami basket, and they are going to continue to ruin their draft by picking an even worse champion on last rotation. So Weibo go ahead and R4 Orianna. This is absolutely fantastic. This has been a very high priority ban for most games actually at Worlds. Just a really stable, good scaling, strong teamfight champion. She doesn't have any weaknesses really. She's strong in every single phase of the game. Pretty safe laner. Doesn't have a whole lot of bad matchups, especially with Yone banned. So she's going to have a completely fine time in lane phase, be able to scale up and have that teamfight effectiveness that you're always looking for from Orianna. But going into last rotation, this is where TL make even more of a blunder. They go ahead and pick the other standard AP mid laner that's strong currently, which is the Syndra. This is probably the one point of the draft that isn't horrible for them. This matchup in mid lane isn't really favored one way or the other, it's just pretty neutral. It's going to be a farm fest and not really have a whole lot of impact on the game until they get to 1 or 2 items in the 20-minute mark. However, the last pick for Team Liquid obviously is going to be the Renekton, and this pick is just absolutely degenerate. Full early game, full mid game comp that is trying to win the game pre-20 minutes, and if they don't win the game pre-20 minutes, they're going to have a really, really hard time playing out team fights. Yes, Weibo's draft isn't great either, especially with Gnar R5 into the Renekton. You know, who needs to actually pick counter picks in top lane? It doesn't do anything, apparently not. So Gnar is going to be the standard pick into Renekton at this point. And the reason the game was so close, like I said at the beginning, was because Weibo's comp is very, very similar with the Kalista, with the Gnar being kind of mid-game focused here, but they just have better scaling with Skarner or Orianna. They also have better teamfight dynamics and better laning dynamics. So Weibo just won the draft straight up, and Team Liquid again threw the game on multiple occasions, even though they had many chances to win the game. Thanks for watching, see you next time.